Alrighty, guys, Madman Mondello coming at you live from the Garden Oak Garage here, beautiful Alabama. Once again, fresh out of Facebook jail. That's right. All right. Anyway, don't ask. Just. Anyways, okay. What we have here is a fine specimen of a Trinity. Okay, now this guy James Frank, uh, actually lives up the road from me, about 40 or 50 miles away, in beautiful Alabama. And he went on the website and he decided he was going to purchase a console from this. So here it is. It's all done. Now this is a Trinity model. Got an Ace V3 in it. It's got a 500 gig drive on it. All right. She's fully loaded, ready to go. I'm going to go through this thing with you guys. We're going to go over, some mods, showing what's on the system. Okay. It's got everything that you're going to need to start off modding and all that. And I'm going to also explain how to be able to transfer files, folders, all that stuff. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to fire this up. Hey, Mike, how are you, man? Good to see you. All right, so anyway, I'm going to go ahead. We're going to fire this dang thing up, and let's see what it does, all right? So anyway, we're going to boot it up. All right, and now I'm going to have you pay attention to the screen right here. Okay, and I'm going to sync up a controller real quick, okay? Now, we're booting up into Aurora. Okay, we're going to get some notifications from the server letting us know it's online live and all that other happy nonsense, okay? And then what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you what's on this thing, okay? Now, James, please pay attention to this because it's very important when you get this thing because you're going to have to set it up. It's a one-time setup that you have to do if you keep it at your house, okay? And you gotta follow it, otherwise you're not going to get online, okay? I'm just telling you, it'll drive you crazy, all right? Please pay attention to it, all right? Now, we're in show all. Now, with Aurora, you hit the back button. You got your file manager. You got scripts, restart, reboot, and shut down, okay? File manager is used for copying and pasting files and folders with a USB stick or whatever, removing folders, files, all that crap, all right? I'm going to explain that to you. Now, hitting the start button, all right, you're going to have your assets. This is the business end of this thing. You can have your profile auto sign in if you want or whatever. It leaves here with none, so that way then you just select your profile and go. You got your content folders where everything is stored on the thing. You got your modules, which is Dash Launch FTP and Nova. All right, Nova is a form of a network that lets you play with system link capabilities. All right, you got language, security, and about. Okay, now, all right. If we hit the right shoulder button or left shoulder button, the context menu is going to pop up down here. There you are. All right, now that's in show all. We're going to go right to Xbox 360 games, okay? And as you can see, we start off, we have our Xbox 360 dashboard. That's the original dashboard there. We're going to be utilizing that. All right, and then of course you have your games going through here. You got all your games here. All right, you got BO2, of course, and Ghost, and also MW3, which we have Offhosts on our server for. All right, and BO2 has Jiggy and Sentinel on it, by the way. All right, and then of course you got more games going through here. You got the Gears of War series, Grand Theft Auto 5. You got the Purge menu on that thing. You got a trial Purge on this thing. All right, so for 10 days you'll be able to use the Purge menu. If you like it, you can buy it or whatever. All right, and then of course you got the Halo series. You got Mass Effect series. Okay. Medal of Honor, Midnight Club, all this stuff, and of course, College Football Revamped version 11 mod, okay? And James, you need to go to the GitHub on that, like I explained to you when I texted you on your phone, okay? You need to go to College Football Revamped GitHub to keep up with this thing because they're always updating it and always putting new files on it and all kinds of stuff, all right? Anyway, as you can see, you got a more complement of games here, and we go on and on and on until we're back here, okay? Now, XBLA, okay? There's a ton of XBLA on here that you can utilize and play. All right, they're all the titles and everything, including GoldenEye 007 that was repacked by Smod. All right, that's the HD version. And then, of course, you got your homebrew section where the tools reside, where you can blow the console up and do all kinds of crazy stuff. And why you're going to make Dash Launch and XM360 your best friend, okay? And then, of course, you have indie games. These are developer games that were put out by developers, okay? Lots of fun stuff in there. And then you have classic games. There's a bunch of classic games that were played on the original Xbox that you can play on this thing with the compatibility files that are installed on this thing, okay? And then, of course, you have your emulators, and those emulate everything. MAME emulates everything under the sun. You got SNES 360, you got FCEUX, which is NES emulator. You got Game Boy Advance, you got Sega. All right, and then we're back to MAME. There's over 7,000 ROMs in MAME alone. Sega's got a bunch of them. Game Boy Advance got a bunch of ROMs on it, okay? You can add games to it. You do all kinds of crazy stuff with this thing, all right? and then we are back to show all. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we can get online. So we'll go to Xbox 360, we'll go to the Xbox 360 dashboard, we'll fire that up. All right, now Square is going to pop up, put your name on it. There you go. Hello again, James Frank. You're on Alliance Live. You currently have 30 reserved days left. Got it? Good. All right. Now, the system is online. It's got a good KV. All right, there you are. All right, it's got the original KV, actually, okay, because all of these are versions that I go ahead and use. So, you know, I mean, I only use versions, and all the KVs are always good. All right, so anyway, you know, there's our little title page and all that kind of good stuff. And then, of course, pressing the guide button, that'll bring up the guide. And then, okay, what you have here is you have, in the fifth tab, you have your cheats, okay? These are the off-hosts, all right? Now, we got, now also, just to let you know, Advanced Warfare, we're working on that right now, okay? Just to let you know, so that's going to be an off-host. It's going to be coming soon, okay? You got BO2, Ghost cheats, and Modern Warfare 3 cheats. To disable them, hit A. To enable, hit A. It's pretty simple, okay? And then we'll take this back and we'll go back to Xbox Home. That will take you back to Aurora, okay? Now, I'm going to explain some things to you, okay, about this before I start showing the mods and stuff like that that's on this thing, all right? What I'm going to do here, all right, is I'm going to tell you right now. Two things that you really need to know, all right? In the homebrew section, you have Dash Launch, all right? Now, I'm going to open up Dash Launch, okay? It's going to start, and there it is. Now, Dash Launch, it creates a file, okay? It's the first file that this thing actually accesses it after it's post out, okay? So what it does is it builds a launch ini file, which is launch initialization file, all right? Now, your paths are stored here. As you can see, you have Aurora, okay? That's where it starts up to, default, okay? And button Y is going to be your home, is going to be your original dashboard, okay? Pretty simple, all right? Now, we can close that up with A. We can go down here, we can open up behavior with A. And this is all stuff that is pretty much self-explanatory, but if you don't know what you're doing, don't mess with it, okay? When you move down, it'll give you an explanation, like content patch. If enabled, add-on and DLC content license info will be soft patch, which means if it's locked up, it'll unlock it for you. You got XBLA patch, okay? Container content license info will be soft patch when accessed, so on and so forth. License patch, okay? You've got all kinds of stuff here. Okay, region spoof. That's the spoof the region that the console came from. All right, you know, and then your region all. Okay, 0x7FFF. Okay, auto shutdown, auto off, all that shut temps, all this stuff here, and it's all self-explanatory. It's right there, right here every time you select something. All right. So now, all right, now that we got that all straightened out, okay, we're gonna go ahead. We'll close this up here. Networking. All right. Now look. Let me tell you right now, all right? You have XHTTP, LiveStrong, and LiveBlock. If any of them are enabled, if XHTTP is enabled, you're gonna have problems downloading your, your profile. Okay, it won't download. That's got to be disabled. LiveBlock and LiveStrong, all right? Those two, they control whether the Xbox can get to Xbox Live or not. Okay, now that's used for protecting the KV. All right, normally. These should be all red right here. If any of them are green, turn them red, okay? Now, all right, timers. Okay, that's for hard drive, temp time, all that. You really don't have to mess with any of that stuff. Your plugins, this is where you're going to be messing around with, okay? Look, XBDM, that's so you can get in contact with neighborhood on a computer, all right? It's your networking, your local area networking. Alliance XEX, that's the server XEX, okay? That's always in plugin too. All right, now you can change whatever server, you do whatever you want on it, okay? It all depends on, you know, if you like Alliance, you can keep it, okay? If you don't and you want to try something else, you can, okay? It's all up to you, all right? XDRPC, that is used for multiple menus, because you see you only got 5 plugins here. Well, in XDRPC, you can go ahead, all right? And what you can do, all right, really simply is this, is that you can go ahead and XDRPC will make an ini file, okay? XDRPC.ini. You could put your menus, your extra menus, and all your stuff. If you have multiple menus in that ini, and then you'll be able to use them. Okay. Now Aurora Crash Patcher, that's to patch the problem with Aurora when downloading titles, so it doesn't crash all the time. All right, because Xbox, in their infinite wisdom, decided to change up an API. So of course, there's some IPs that are not available, and every time you would try to download something, it would crash on you. Well, that fixes that. That's why that's there. All right. Plugin 5, GTA 5. That's the Purge menu. Okay. So as you can see, that's your menus right there. You could change those plugins. You do anything you want with it. Okay. Um, your configurator. Okay. FTP and all that. That's already enabled on Aurora, so you don't really have to worry about that at all. All right. Now, whenever you change a setting or whatever, if you hit RB, it'll bring you to here. All right, and what you do, you see this little green circle right here? Well, that means that's where the launch is located. So what you would do is you would go ahead and you would hit X, and that would save it. Okay? A would load it. All right, so if you make any changes, remember, you got to hit X. You hit X to save. You bring it over here. You hit X to save. See, save the launch any? All right, and then all you do is hit B to quit, and you restart the console. Okay? It's that simple. You let the console reboot itself, which it will. Shut it down, restart it, and then your plugins and all your changes will be loaded. All right, that's simple. Okay, so we're gonna back out of here. I just wanted to get that out of the way so you know what Dash Launch is and all that kind of good stuff. And then I'm gonna explain XM360 in just a little bit. All right. So now here's the deal here. Okay, look, this is how this got to work. All right. Go to Xbox 360. Okay, and now, as you can see, there's our titles and everything. So now what we can do is we can go ahead and we can go on over. All right. And one of the first ones we'll do college football revamped. Okay. NCAA football 14. There it is. All right. It's got the full mod on it. All right. It's version 11. It's the latest one. All right. But you got to realize something. Every month they always update this thing. There's a bunch of people writing for this. All right. So with a bunch of people writing for it, there's always updates to it. So please Google college football revamped GitHub. Get on there. Okay, there's rosters that you can download. There's all kinds of web tools that you can use. All right. There's also tools for the PC that you can connect with and adjust databases and all that kind of good stuff. But the mod is installed, so all you have to do is get your profile, get some gold, get on there, download a roster or whatever, or your friends or whatever, and then you'll be able to play. Okay. So we'll press the start just to show that it's working. All right. I'm gonna sign in right here. Okay. And now what's going to happen is we're going to go ahead and we're going to load it up. All right. Now, once this loads, okay, you're going to see there's your title screen right there. You got your play now. Everything works the way it should. Okay. And then, of course, you got your Dynasty, your Road to Glory, Team Management, Settings, 2020 Season, Ultimate Team, Xbox Live, My NCAA, Legacy, and EA Sports Extras, College Football Revamped. Okay. It is all good to go. It is all ready to go. All you have to do is put your profile on it, get on there, download a couple of rosters, download the newer seasons or whatever, and you're good to go. All right? And please pay attention to that GitHub. It's very important that you keep up with that. All right? So now we're going to get out of here. Okay? And now what we're going to do, all right, is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fly on over to the game section. All right? I'm going to show you a mod with GTA 5, okay? Now, this is the Purge menu, all right? It's a trial on here for right now. So that way then you can try it out. Okay? So we'll go over here, Xbox 360 games. We'll bring this all up here, and then we'll go to Grand Theft Auto. And you have the full Grand Theft series, okay, as you can see. So anyway, Grand Theft Auto 5, here we go. We'll start it up, all right? Now, text box is going to pop up. It's self-explanatory. I'm going to use the default to open the menu, which is going to be D-pad left and X, okay? So just give it a second here. And there's a text box, open menu with left D-pad plus X. I'm going to hit A, all right? Now this thing's going to load. It's going to load into a game save. I'm going to show you the menu. I'm going to show you some mods on it, show you how it works. Okay? Very important that you pay attention to this, because otherwise, if you don't know how to open it and all that, you're not going to have any fun. All right? It's an old menu. It's been around since 2015. It's a really good, stable menu, and it works really good. A lot of people use it. Okay? Just to let you know. All right? So once this is done here and it's loading up and everything, and I show you this, then we're going to go over to the BO series, all right? And I'm going to show you the mods and the off-host on that, all right? Then we're going to follow that up with how to get it online for the first time. And then, of course, we're going to go ahead, and what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to copy files, folders, and all kinds of good stuff. I'm going to also show you how to run classic games on this thing as well, all right? So that way then you don't have any issues or anything like that with that, okay? Now, it just takes a little bit for it to load, but once it's done, we're good to go, all right? We ain't got nothing to worry about. And as you can see, it's loading. We're good. We're into our crib. All right, now I'm going to walk out here. I got to give it a minute for it to stream from the server, because the menu is actually being streamed from the server. Okay, So we're going to wait for a second here, and then once everything loads up, you'll see it's going to come up a couple things here. We can open it up. There we are. Okay. And now what we'll do is we'll get out of that. Okay. Now we'll back out of here. Okay. We'll go to quick start options right here. All right. Now you're going to hit A, and you could load up all this stuff right here. All right. So on and so forth. Okay. Then we'll back out of there. Quick options. Okay. I'm just going to choose fly mode. All right. And you got teleport locations, online players, recovery options, character options, bodyguard menu. All right. If you want to have some company, you got to have some of these. Okay. Kind of important with nipples, no less, and thigh highs. Okay. Got to have that. It's very important. Okay. We'll back out of there. All right. Weapons options. All right. So now we'll turn on a tank gun and an artillery gun. And we'll use some grenades. And we'll use some fire ammo and some explosive ammo. All right. Now, I got all these broads around me. Here we go. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to back up the time a little bit by hitting B. Now, I'm going to back to the main menu. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to MISC options. I'm going to go to weather options. And I'm going to back up the time so we can see a little better. Okay. There we are. Now we got some daylight. All right. Now, I'm going to back out of here. All right. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit D-pad left and X to close the menu. All right. Now, let's have some fun. Okay. So now we have a gun. We've got broads running in that are scantily clothed, okay? And what we'll do is we will just go ahead and we'll wait for some hapless victim. Well, of course, no victim comes, but that's okay. I'll show you how this works anyway, okay? So, as you can see, it all works pretty good. Ah, there goes somebody now, okay? As you can see, the gun is a gigantic cannon cracker, all right? And it destroys everything that you could ever imagine and then some. I feel like that movie in John Candy, okay, where the car flips right over him, okay? So on and so forth, and you can cause a lot of destruction and insanity with this menu, okay? Now, once you're done creating havoc in front of your house, all right, all you got to do, D-pad left to open it, all right, so on and so forth. And then, we'll go to vehicle options. And what we'll do is, Los Santos Customs, excuse me. We'll go there, we'll go to vehicle spawner, all right? I'm going to grab hold of a bike. Yeah, my little mini motor scooter, okay? Come on, get on. There you go. Oh, yeah, I got the one with the nipples, okay? Now, of course, I have fly mode. So we can fly right over the cops, and there we are. No reason to shoot them, dear. We're all good now, okay? So anyway, as you can see, we can fly through the air with the greatest of ease, okay? And then, of course, we can always deposit strippers to go ahead and make us some money throughout the town, like this. See? There you go. That's a ticket, okay. There, go make me money, all right? So on and so forth, all right? Close out the menu. We'll land. Yeah, we'll land right here. Nah, maybe we'll land over here. Yeah, that'll work. All right. So now we'll land right on top of the building. There we are. Okay? And we just landed real nice. And we'll ride our little scooter. Yeah, how you doing, huh? Good to see you. Yeah. And like I said, it's all crazy. It all works pretty good. And we'll get off the bike. Yeah, there we go. Grab hold of the gun. Oh, look. Hapless victims. Oh, goody. Okay. So anyway, as you can see, it all works right, you know? You get a lot of mods on this crazy thing, and you'll have a blast with it. So there you go, all right? Have fun with it. All right, and that's GTA 5 with the Purge menu, okay? Now, oh, look, a police officer. He's not doing too well now, is he? All right. Anyway, we'll go ahead and now, well, what we'll do is we'll back out of here, all right? And now, as I said, I'm going to show you the BO series, okay? We have an Offhost on there. I'm going to use BO2 for an example. All right. Ghosts and Ada and Ghosts and Modern Warfare 3, okay, and BO2 all use the same Offhost. Okay, so it's a little bit differently laid out throughout each of them, but you'll get the gist of this. Okay. So what I'm going to do here, we'll go here, we'll fire up Black Ops 2. All right. And Black Ops 2 will start. Okay. And then what's going to happen is we're going to load up. We gotta wait for the Dolby logo. Hang on here. Here we go. As usual. Alright. Now. Okay, here we go. Now, we'll load it up, okay? Now we're gonna go right into multiplayer. Alright? Now, go ahead. There we go. Press start. Okay, now we'll go into multiplayer. Okay. Now we'll hit that. Now you'll see BO2 is bypassed and the cheats will be loaded, okay? Now, the Offhost is really simple to work, okay? First, we'll set up some bots. And now, the Offhost, which works for MW3 and Ghost, Okay, in this, D-pad left to open it, X to select, B to back out, D-pad left to close it. All right? Now, this also has Jiggy. Jiggy is a GSC menu that is injected into the game. All right? Now, it has a host of features on it. There's all kinds of crazy stuff on Jiggy. Jiggy's been around for a long time. All right? That, to open up, you hold in the left trigger, push down on the right thumbstick. Use A to select and X to back out. All right? So anyway, let's start the match. Okay? I'm going to narrate this as I go, so that way then you know what the heck you're doing and all that kind of happy nonsense, all right? Because I don't want to see you, you know, get thrown to the wolves and not know what the hell is going on. All right, so anyway, there we are. We're going to pick a weapon. All right, now, hold in left trigger, push down on the right thumbstick. There's Jiggy. Okay, now we're going to go to main mods. We're going to hit A to select. We're going to select quick mods, which gives us a bunch of mods right here, okay, including God mode. Then we'll back out of there with X. Now, if you want to use Jiggy while you're online, you have to go into a session like this by yourself. Go to host only, hit A, and then force the host, hit A. Then back out of that session completely, go into a public section, and then you'll have Jiggy and our off host, okay, all, you know, online and be able to use it, all right? So you can use the off host whether you do that or not. It doesn't make a bit of difference with the off host, but with Jiggy, you got to force the host, okay? So we'll back out of here now, and then we'll back out of here. What I'm going to do is bullets. Yeah, we'll use swarms, we'll use grenades, and we'll use dog bullets. Yeah. All right, now we'll hit X, okay? Then we'll close this menu out by hitting X. Now, the off host, D-pad left, like I said, there's the off host right there. Gonna hit X to select. We will turn all of this crap on, okay? And then we'll go to aimbot. You can set this up any which way you want to. I just set it up this way. It's quick, it's easy, it's down, it's dirty, okay? Now we'll put pyramids around them, we'll do that. And then we'll put snap lines, okay? Now, we'll stand up, D-pad left to close the menu, come out over here. When they turn blue, let them have it. Fly through the air with the aid of Jiggy. This is not the off-host doing that, but Jiggy doing that, all right? And as you can see, you can pick off your targets very, very easily, okay? Especially when you're using dog bullets because they're running around biting everything in sight, all right? Now, like I said, when they turn blue, let them have it. See? Works really good. Automatic headshots, all kinds of crazy stuff, okay? Now, if you want to, you can go to aimbot. You can go to unfair aimbot. Now you shoot through buildings, schools, and everything else, and pretty much victory is yours. You just pissed off the entire lobby. Everybody hates your guts. You're going to be getting hate email, and your profile is going to probably get banned because they're going to report you. All right? So don't do that. All right? Just for demonstration purposes only. All right? Then I'm going to show you zombies in here. Okay? Now, Zombies works with the off host if you start directly off with zombies. Okay? But if you, like, get into, like, BO2 multiplayer, and then you want to go to zombies, well, you can do that, but you won't have the off host though. What you will have is Sentinel menu. If you back out of this and you run zombies directly from the main menu, you will have the off host and Sentinel, okay? But anyway, I'm just going to show you here. We'll back out of here, yeah. And then we'll back out of here and we'll go right to zombies, all right? Now, with zombies, okay? Here we go. It's going to start up, okay? And now what's going to happen is we're going to go ahead, we'll do local game, okay? What we'll do here now is we'll go ahead and we will go to transit. All right, we're going to start that up. Now with Zombie, Sentinel opens up a little differently, okay? Pretty much same thing, but just different controls, all right? So you're going to hold in left trigger and push down on the right thumbstick to open it up. You're going to use X to select, and then you're going to use, then what you're going to do is you're going to close the menu or back out of the sub menu by pushing in on the right thumbstick, okay? Now I'll show you how this works here. All right, there we go. And as you can see, there's the instructions right there. It's pretty easy. Hold in left trigger, push down the right thumbstick. There's the menu. Hit X to select. Hit X to turn God mode on. X to turn infinite ammo on. Unlimited sprint, double speed, no clip. And we'll turn the aimbot on. Then we'll push it on the right thumbstick. That'll bring it back to the main menu. Go to weapons menu. Okay, X to select. All right, you can grab something nasty, like a fully automatic RPG, because you're in God mode, you ain't got nothing to worry about. All right, back out of here, and then pretty much back out of here. And then you can run around and wake the zombies up, okay? And they'll be, we wake them up, you know, get them going. Here you go. Come on, guys, coffee. Ah, there you are. How you doing, huh? And I got a whole bunch of them coming at me, all right? Yeah, no big deal. Here you go. So pretty much everything is dead now, and I win, and hooray for me, and all the zombies are dead, okay? So as you can see, it works pretty good. All right. Now, like I said, through here, we got personal mods, weapons menu, fun menu, models menu, forge menu, zombies menu, power-ups menu, rounds menu, teleport menu, map mods, lobby mods, game settings, players menu, all players menu. Okay? And back. Pretty easy. Okay? Now, excuse me for a minute. Yeah, that didn't work out too well for him, did it? All right. And anyway, to close the menu out, just push it on the right thumbstick. That'll close it right out, okay? Open it back up, hold in left trigger, push down the right thumbstick. There it is. Bitch, get out of my face. All right? And there you are. All right? So that's how that works. Now, we're going to get out of here. Xbox home, bring it back. There we are. Now, all right. Now I'm going to show you how to get this thing online for the first time. Okay, now this is very important. You need to pay attention to this because if you don't, you're not going to get it online. Okay, and this is just the tip of the iceberg with this thing. You've got a ton of stuff on here. Okay, so, all right. To get this thing online for the first time, there's a step that you have to do. And you only got to do this once, at your house. Now, if you take it somewhere else, you're going to have to do the steps again. Okay? And then when you bring it back to your house, you're going to have to do these steps again. But if it's going to stay at your house, all right, it's a one-shot deal. Okay? So it ain't no big deal, but it's just a certain way that you have to start it up when you first get it. Because you got to get it on your network. Okay? So, with that, before you power it on, all right, what I want you to do is this. All right, plug it in, get your controller ready, all that happy nonsense. Pull the drive door out. Take the hard drive out, okay? Just leave that out. This is the most simplest way to do this, okay? Now, what I want you to do, I want you to power it on, okay? Now, when this thing powers on, you're going to come to the Xbox logo, of course, and you're going to come to the regular Xbox 360 dashboard, okay? Because all the modified stuff is on here, including the server, okay? So you're just going to get a regular stock dashboard right now. All right? Now let me sync up this controller here. Okay? And now it's going to go to the stock dashboard. There you are. All right? Now what we're going to do, we're going to go up, we're going to go over, we're going to go to settings, we're going to go to system. Once we go to system, we're going to go to network settings. Okay? Now you'll see my Wi-Fi is already selected. Okay? Yours is going to pop up over here or whatever. All right? What I want you to do is I want you to click on and put your password in. When you do that, it's going to automatically test the Xbox Live connection, like so. All right? You're going to get a check mark, and you're going to get 2 red X's. Okay? Just like that. Those 2 red X's, remember what I was talking about, Live Strong and Live Block? Well, that's what it's doing. Okay? Because you don't want to directly connect to Microsoft server with a modified bootloader without a stealth server. Because if you do that, they'll instantly ban the KV. All right? They'll see that's a modified bootloader, and, that's about it. Okay, and then you'll have to buy another KV and put it on there. You don't want to do that. So, the only thing that we want to connect to is our local area network, and that's what we achieved right there with that check mark, okay? So make sure that you get that check mark there. Make sure you got green dots going in here, okay? Once you do that, all right, everything should be fine. Now, everybody's router is different, okay? Make sure 2.4 gigahertz is enabled on this thing because, a lot of routers are coming with only 5 gigahertz enabled, and they don't have 2.4 and 5 gigahertz enabled, okay? So make sure in your router settings, 2.4 gigahertz is enabled and all that. Otherwise, it will not connect. It won't find the network, okay? Excuse me. So, needless to say, what we're looking for, check mark 2 red X's, okay? Once you get that, you're good. Power the console off, all right? Then what I want you to do is take the hard drive. Now, I know it says 250. It's actually a 500, okay? It's just the label because these are brand new shells. I don't just ship out a bare hard drive in the damn thing and it bounces around all over the place and winds up destroying the platters, okay? So I always use new shells on these things, as you can see. All right? And they come to me, either they're blank or they say 250 or 320 or 500 or whatever. And, it doesn't matter because these are open and all I do is just drop the drive in, okay? So, needless to say, here you go. And we slide that right in there. And it'll seat with a click. And by the way, all the drives that I use on my consoles, they're brand new. Okay? They're not used. They're not repops. They're not refurbished. They're brand new. Because the only thing you wind up doing with an old drive is wind up getting sector errors. Please. That's enough to make an RGH crazy. Alright? So that's the reason why I only use new stuff in this thing. The only thing that's old is the case and the motherboard, and that's it. And I revamped that too. And I go over everything. So, needless to say, there you go. Plug it in. Close the drive door. Most important thing that you can do is pull this power cord out, please, for the love of God, and leave it out for 5 minutes. Do not plug it in, okay? Because what we have to do is we have to clear the SMC, okay, System Management Controller. We got to clear the TCP buffers on this thing, okay? If you don't clear them, you're going to get a DNS error. It'll act like it's connected. It's not connected. And when you try to go to live, it's going to give you a DNS error saying you can't get to live and all this other crap. So you don't want to deal with that. Leave this out for 5 minutes, okay? Now, I'm plugging it back in, and that's because my network it's already got the right credentials, so the DNS should work. Everything should work. Notice I said should. It's Microsoft. You got a 50-50 shot. So for you, 5 minutes. For me, I'm going to start it up right now, okay? So we'll hit the power button. All right. And it should boot. And what should happen is when it boots, we're going to go ahead, we'll get the logo again. And then what's going to happen is it's going to load up Aurora, okay? Now, that's if my HDMI switch is playing nice, in which, yeah. Let me see. Hang on. Got to unplug this and then plug it back in. Why? Because the video is not friggin' syncing. There we go. See? I want to kill sometimes. Okay. Anyway. We're booted up. You see the green stuff moving around here? All right, well, that's a good thing. Then you're going to see it stop. Okay, that's even better. Because then that means that it connected to the network. See, it stopped. Okay, now it's going to load Aurora. And then once it loads Aurora, you're going to see plugins coming across the bottom of the screen. Like right there. Okay? We're halfway there. We're not sure yet, but we're halfway there. Okay? Now, all right. We got our plugin notifications and everything else. Now, mind you, in Tools, you will see that you have Xbox 360 Dashboard. Okay, and it's also right here in Show All. So I'm just going to go right here. All right, now, the first thing I want you to do, I want you to go to the Xbox 360 Dashboard. I want you to start it up. Okay? A square should pop up with your name. You get that square, you're good to go. The DNS is right, you're good to go to live. Okay, if you don't get that square and you get the spinning circle, that means you didn't leave the plug out long enough. Okay? So, or you've got a network error and you got to check your router and make sure that you're connected properly. All right? So anyway, there you are. You got your square, you're good to go. Got it? Good. Now, what you can do, you can transfer your retail profile to this thing. Okay, you can download your retail profile to it. Okay, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's a modified bootloader, and nobody can guarantee that your profile will never get banned. Because if you start doing stupid stuff, you know, in BO2 or something like that, people will report you. Xbox Live security team will look at it. They will see that you are doing stupid shit. And then they will go ahead and they will ban your profile, okay? And once it's banned, it's gone. So, you know, if you care about your retail profile and you got money on it and you got all kinds of game saves on it and everything else, don't use it, okay? Make a modest profile. Go to xbox.com/live, okay? And once you go there, all right, what you can do is you use Outlook for the credentials and you make sure you put a phone number in there so then that way then you can verify it in case they want verification, which most of the time they do, all right? Because if you don't put that in there where there's no place that you can verify it, well, guess what's going to happen? You ain't going to be able to download it, all right? It's going to give you errors. It's going to give you all kinds of stupid stuff. Your credentials aren't right, blah, 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 blah. All right? So please, for the love of God, make sure you put a phone number in there. Xbox.com/live. Outlook for the credentials. Okay, put your phone number in there so they can verify it. All right? Make your profile. Make a Modders account. You can always mod your retail account from the Modders profile. Okay? No big deal. Once you do that, come here and download it, okay? Now, if it downloads correctly, it's going to look like this. All right? And you're going to see the little spinny circles. And, of course, you know, you're going to see that you're up on live. There's the profile signed in. Off she goes. All right? Now, in the event that you don't get that, and you're sitting there for 15 minutes. Now, I don't know what internet you're on, okay? You might be on Spectrum like me, okay? Or Charter, and if you're on Windjammer, man, I have nothing good to say to you. All right, but anyway, it's a big show here. Windjammer, yeah, big gigantic fart. Anyway, okay, listen. If you're still at that downloading screen for 15 minutes, all right, it's not downloading the profile. It ain't going to because it got corrupted, all right? Now, in the event if that happens, all right, there's a way to fix it, all right? All you got to do is back out of that screen and come here, okay? Go up, go over, go to settings, go to system, okay? Then what I want you to do is I want you to go to storage, highlight it, hit A, okay? And when you do that, see, there's your hard drive right there. Hit A once again. Go to profiles. Underneath this profile right here will be the profile that you tried to download. Hover down to it, hit A. All right, and then what I want you to do, just delete it right off the hard drive. Get rid of the profile. Okay, just get rid of it. Back out of here and back out of here. All right, back out of here. Leave the hard drive highlighted. Hit Y. Okay, now as you can see, this is a 500 gig drive. Even though that says 250, it is a 500 gig. Okay, the only reason why it's 461 is because you gotta have room for the operating system. All right, so it is a 500 gig drive. We have verified that. Now, all right, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go down to clear system cache. You're gonna do it twice. So that's once, and then we're gonna do it one more time. There we go, and that's twice. Now, after that, back out of here and back out of here. Go up, go over, go to social, sign in, sign out. All right? Then what I want you to do, go to download, download the profile. It'll be fine. Once it downloads and everything else and you're signed in, hit the guide button. All right? Go to Xbox Home. Now, remember when I told you you're going to make XM360 your best friend, okay? There's a reason for that, all right? We want to make sure everything that's on this Xbox is hashed properly to the console. Because without that security hash, well, this stuff ain't going to run. Your downloadable content will not be, you will not be able to access it and all this stuff. So in Tools, and also right here, there is XM360. All right, I want you to start it up with A. Okay? Now, this is going to start up. All right, right now what it's doing is scanning the entire hard drive for everything. Okay? For all your downloadable content, all of your title updates, all of your game saves, okay? Your profile is looking at everything, okay? And it's going to throw a list up on the screen in about 20 seconds or so, probably sooner than that. When it does, okay, just like that, there it is, okay? There's your XBLA and all that. What I want you to do is I want you to hit rescan all just for the hell of it, okay? Just rescan all of it, all right? As you can see, this is what it does on startup. It goes through the content folder. There's your downloadable content, your XBLA that's found, your title updates that are found, your game saves that are found. Everything that it needs to know is now loaded, and it's writing a game. It's writing the content bin. Okay? Now, what you're going to do, you're going to bring this over here. All right? And then what you're going to do, you're going to go down here. You're going to hit A and unlock XBLA and hit that. 0 files. Good, because that means they're already unlocked and hashed for the console properly. All right? So we hit A. Then go down to show DLC. Hit A. Okay? Now, once you do that, go over to unlock DLC and hit it. Okay? Now, if it finds anything, it's going to put it up on the screen, and it's going to say so many titles are unlocked and all this other stuff, all right? As you can see, I hit it. It's taking it a minute. That means that there's some files that are not unlocked on this thing. Okay? So just give it a sec. See, there's 33 DLC, 33 downloadable content files that have not been unlocked. So that's 33 things that you wouldn't be able to use, period. So now we hit OK, and now it's all unlocked. You see what I'm saying? All locks are open, all right? So on and so forth, all right? Now, if you download more content to this thing, you put DLC on it or something like that from a website or a torrent site or whatever, okay? Make sure you come in here and you scan it, because if you don't and you don't unlock it, you're not going to be able to use it. You're going to be like, wait a minute, I downloaded that. I can't use it. No, you can't, because you didn't unlock it. Once you unlock it, then the console goes ahead and lets it through, and you run it, okay? That's what the importance of XM360 is. That's why it's going to be your best friend. All right? Now, we'll go down here. Once that's done, exit to dash. And now we'll bring back up Aurora. And, of course, now you can do whatever it is that you want to do on this crazy freaking thing, okay? Now, let's go through this here, okay? I'm going to show you a couple other things, too, all right? Just so you know, all right? Very, very important stuff here. That, I mean, because, yeah, playing games, modding, and all that, yeah, it's a blast, okay? However, though, there is some work involved in this thing. You got to understand how this thing works, because if you don't, you're going to be in the dark, man, okay? So, I mean, and there's a lot of stuff that's never explained or whatever, and it just leaves a bad taste in people's mouths when it's not explained, okay? Now, I am no friggin' guru knowledge of information or anything like that. There's a lot of people that have done a lot of videos on this thing. I'm going to tell you right now, there's a guy on YouTube called XX Modern Warfare XX. Now, he's a good friend of mine, and I've known him for a long time, okay? He's been doing videos on how to do stuff on these things forever, for years and years and years. He's got everything that you could ever imagine, okay? Look him up, all right? Really, really important that you do, okay? Now that that's all done, all right, I'm going to show you something here, okay? Under emulators, okay, just to show you here. All right, we'll go to emulators, okay? Now, you can play anything you want. It's all cool, all right? I'm going to use MAME for an example, all right? We're going to start it up. We're going to get a blue screen, and no, it's not Windows 10 crashing, although that happens a lot, all right? But it's actually a good screen because it's working, okay? Now, in this section right here is all the ROMs that are put on this hard drive, okay? And there's over 7,000 of them just in main, all right? So you got a ton of stuff here. Now, using the right trigger, you're going page by page, okay? Now, using the left trigger, you're going up page by page. D-pad down, D-pad up. You got games all the way back to 1977 on this thing, for God's sake, okay? Now, if you go to Y options, you will see custom shader, cheats enabled, VSync on, all throttle frame rate, aspect connection, all that kind of good stuff, all right? So pretty much you set anything you want and all that kind of good stuff, okay? Now, all right, when you're in the game, you hit A to launch the game, follow the on-screen instructions, off you go. Now, look, all right, let me tell you, if you press it on both thumbsticks while you're in that game, there's going to be a menu that's going to pop up, and you can adjust more stuff on there. If there's a mod that said that if there's a mod in there, you can enable it right from in there. Okay. Then once you're done with the game, all right, or you're done playing, emulators or whatever, hit the guide button and go back home. That'll take you back to Aurora. Okay. Now, classic games. That's the horse of another color. All right. With the classic game. All right. This thing, you cannot be online when you're playing a classic game. All right. You can't have a server in this thing. What I mean by that is, this guide right here, you can't have that. You got to have the stock Xbox guide, okay? It can't be connected. It can be connected to the internet, but you can't have that guide on there. You have to run the console in bypass mode. It bypasses the plugins 2 through 5 on dash launch, so that way then it doesn't boot up with a server, all right? So, you want to play a classic game. If you go over here, you'll see that there's a ton of them on here, all right? Now look, all right, you play them, they all work, they're all great and wonderful. However, like I said, you can't play them with it online. If you try to play it with it online, you're going to get a black screen, all right? So I'm going to show you what bypass mode is, all right? Now this is very easy. Bypass mode is simply this. When you want to play a classic game, power the console off, all right? Now, once it's powered off, I want you to go ahead and hit the power button, hit the eject button, leave the tray hanging out, okay? Aurora will pull it in once it reaches the dashboard, okay? And that will fully enable bypass mode on this console, where it's not going to boot the plugins or anything like that, okay? I'm sorry about the stupid video. It's driving me nuts tonight, I'm telling you. Let me, yeah, here we go. Okay, good. All right. Sorry about that. Like I said, it's a video switch. All right. When you got as many HDMI cords plugged into one little monitor, you're asking for it, okay? So it booted up now, okay? And you'll notice no plugins, no nothing, all right? The tray just pulled itself back in. Life is grand, all right? We're going to sync up this controller here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to hit the RB button. We're going to bring it on over to classic games. Here we are, okay? Now we can play a classic game, all right? Let's say, yeah, Mortal Kombat Deception, okay? We'll hit that. Now, this is an original game from the original Xbox series, okay? So now this thing's going to start. You're going to see there's the logo. Now it's going to load. There it is, okay? Mortal Kombat Deception 2004, okay? So, you're playing the older Xbox games on a newer Xbox, okay? And it actually plays pretty good, as you can see. All right, graphics aren't too terrible, and it all works pretty good. It's in 1080p. Life is good. So, there you are, all right? And there we are, okay? Oh, you Miyagi. Oh, yo, wax on, wax off. Oh, one hungro. Yes. Hope Facebook doesn't take that out of context. Anyway, as you can see, it plays just fine. All right? Now, when you're done with this game, okay, hit the guide button. Now, sometimes it'll fatal crash just like it just did right now, okay? That's okay, though, because it's going to bring it back to Aurora anyway, all right? See, as you can see, okay? That is Aurora. Aurora is causing those fatal crashes, all right? With the, when you exit the game and you have the guide on, okay? It will do that, okay? It's normal. It's okay. You're not hurting anything. It's not going to die or anything like that. And you can play another classic game. It's fine, all right? However, though, on some of those older titles, you're going to get that when you exit the game, okay? So just a warning to you, all right? But like I said, it's not going to hurt anything, all right? So now that I showed you how to play the classic games on this thing and what to expect, okay, because that does happen. Most titles will play on it, okay? Some titles are incompatible with the compatibility files. These compatibility files were rewritten back in 2019 or back in 2018 by a guy. He actually got it so you can have a guide on it and everything else, which is cool. But, it's not perfect by no means, but it does work, okay? Now, look. Here's the deal with this crazy thing, all right? Copying and pasting files and folders over, very, very important, okay? If you don't listen to what I'm telling you. You're gonna wind up with a mess on your hands. I just had Nicholas Scott. He emailed me. He's like, Tony, I did a dumb thing. I was like, what did you do? He's like, I deleted the games folder. I'm like, oh my God. He's like, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. You gotta see the email. I'm like, I'm just laughing. I'm like, oh, you poor bastard. I was like, what were you doing? And he's like, well, I was trying to add games. Like, well, you use add, you don't use delete. Where the hell did delete come from? All right, you know. So anyway, he's gonna send his drive back to me, and I'm gonna friggin' fix it for him. Okay, you know, I mean, but be careful with that word frickin' delete. Be careful with that damn button, okay? Because once you delete it, it's gone, man. I mean, it is just gone, all right? All the safeties are off on this friggin' thing, okay? So be careful with what you delete, all right? But I'm going to show you how to go ahead and copy and paste the files and folders over, okay? Using a USB stick, okay? A simple USB stick, USB 2.0, all right? Format it to FAT32 with your Windows computer. Put your mod menu on, your game, or whatever it is that you want to transfer over, all right? And what you do is you take this crazy thing and stick it in the Xbox after you're done, you know, formatting it and putting your files on that you want to copy, okay? Once you stick it in there, you'll see your following device has been inserted. Yeah. To USB 0, okay? Now, we'll hit the back button. Now, remember I showed you that file manager, right? Well, there it is. So we're going to hit that. All right? Now, if you notice, okay, up here, it's a little brighter over here. It's not so bright over there. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. It's kind of grayed out up there. Yeah, there you go. All right? Now, okay, so we have system. We have system, okay? So, these are your shoulder buttons, left and right. All right, so right shoulder button, that becomes active. Left shoulder button, that becomes active. All right? Now, we go ahead, we go down to HCD1. All right? Now, when you're putting mod menus on it, or you're putting a KV on it, like a KV.bin, let's say the KV gets banned for some reason, and you got to change it, well, there it all is right there. Okay? Now, what you're going to do, all right, is now, let's say you want to copy a KV or file or whatever. This applies the same way to everything. All right? Look. You're going to hit the right shoulder button. You're going to open up the right window. You're going to go to USB. That's the stick that I placed in there, okay? Let's say there's a mod menu you want to put on there, okay? So we can go down, and there is a mod menu right there. So what are we going to do? We're going to go ahead. We're going to hit X to select. Bring this over here. Hit A to copy it, okay? Now it's in queued for copy. Now, we're going to go ahead. We're going to hit the left shoulder button, all right? Bring this down just for the hell of it. Then D-pad over. And then you see that? Now we go to paste it. Paste. It'll ask you, confirm it. Yes. There it is, right there. So we went ahead, we made a copy from USB stick to HDD1. You set the plug in Dash Launch, save it, reboot the machine, and then that menu will be available. Okay? Plain and simple. Now, if you want to get rid of it, all right, that's real easy too. All you got to do is highlight it, hit X, bring this over, bring this up here to where it says delete now. Hit A. Yes. And now it's gone. Okay? It's that simple. It works. It's the same thing. Okay? If you look at HCD1, you'll see it's laid out nicely. All your games, they're all in their own folders with their own names, as you can see. All right? Like Black Ops 2. This is a modified one. Okay? So as you can see, we got load, we got dump, load, raw, and stream, and all that. Your GSC menus are injected right here. So if you have another GSC menu that you want to inject or whatever, well, you put it in here. See game types and game types. Game types underscore ZM is zombies. Game types, that's Jiggy. Okay? So you got Sentinel and Jiggy right there. Okay? That's how that works. All right? Really simple. If you have a whole game and you put it on a USB stick, you should have a folder with the game name on it. You should be able to grab hold of it. Okay? Bring it over here. Select HDD1, select games, and then just paste it right into the games folder. It will make the folder, and it will start copying the game over. Once it's done, you're done. It's that simple, okay? Pretty easy, all right? So that's how you can copy and paste files and folders over using the file manager that's integral with Aurora. Now, for those people who dare to want to use their computer and use a wireless or wired network or whatever it is that you want to connect, I don't know, space shuttle, whatever, okay? Here's how it works, okay? I'm going to unplug this. Now, you'll see that you have an IP address right here. It is very important that you remember that, okay? 192.168.1.19. That's your local area IP address. It is not your public IP address where people can find it and just like friggin' boot you offline and all that happy nonsense. No. your local area IP address, okay? 192.168.1.19, okay? Now I'm going to swap over to my computer, all right? We'll leave that on. Now, okay, you can download a program called WinSCP for Windows, which is FTP. You can download Xbox 360 Neighborhood that works with Windows. If you're on a Mac, you can use the file transfer protocol in the Mac. If you're on Linux, you can use FileZilla, same thing as FTP, okay? And if you dare to, and you have a phone, and you really want to drive yourself insane, you can go to the Play Store and download an FTP client and connect to this thing as well. That's if you want to. Okay, me personally, I don't recommend that, but it does work. Okay, just to let you know, it does work. All right, but for all intents and purposes, tonight we're going to use FTP, and I'm going to show you neighborhood. Okay, now I'm going to bring this over here. All right, now hopefully you'll be able to see this mess. Okay, I can only hope. All right, now, all right. So we want to connect to this thing. Okay, now the first thing I'm going to show you is WinSCP. You can Google WinSCP, Google Xbox 360 Neighborhood latest SDK, download it, install them on your computer just like you would normal programs, okay? When it's installed, it'll be on your menu right here, okay? WinSCP, all right? We'll fire that up. I just hit it twice like an idiot. There we go. Okay, now, what we're going to do, okay, is we're going to use a file protocol, okay? It's called FTP. That's what we're going to use. FTP is no encryption, port 21, okay? Your host name. That's going to be the local area IP address of the Xbox, okay? 192.168.1.19. All right? Your username is going to be Xbox FTP. Your password is going to be Xbox FTP. All right? We log in. Reading remote directory. There's your directory that you just saw in the file manager on Aurora, okay? So we're going to go to HED1. Now, HEDX, people ask me, what's that? That's where your compatibility files are, okay? That's the files that run like a older Xbox from back in 2005, okay? So that's what that's for, all right? It's good to have that folder, because if you don't have that folder and you don't have that, well, guess what? Ain't gonna work right, okay? No, I'll give you no such directory, okay? So anyway, we'll back up one more. What do you mean no such directory? You little... What? I don't want that. No. What I want is HCD. You little... No such directory. Excuse me while I beat this thing senseless, okay? Hold on here. Sorry about that. Root. Thank you. Oh my God. All right, yeah, I forgot. This is kind of a Linux operating system. All right, HED1. That's the one that you're going to play with, okay? Going to open that up. You will see there's your files, your folders, your kv.bin, okay, your menus, all your crap right here. All right? Your games folder lays it all out nice and neatly, as you can see. All right? In fact, here, let me make this just a wee bit bigger. There we go. All right? So anyway, that's your games folder right there. Now you can go up one, okay, just by clicking here. There you go. All right, so now you want to copy like a menu or KV or whatever. Okay, it's pretty easy. Just grab hold of the file that you want. Okay, I'm going to use this one for an example. Left click, drag it, and then drop it. All right, it's going to copy it, and there it is. Okay, it's right there. Now to delete it, left click, right click, delete, done, gone. That's how easy it is. If you have a whole game, like let's say this folder is a game. Let's say it's BO5, okay, body odor 5 or whatever, okay? Well, you can grab hold of that whole folder with the name that's already there, grab hold of it, bring it over here, and you can drop it right into the games folder, and it will go ahead and it will copy it over. Mind you, it takes some time because it is FTP, it's going over a network, okay? But it will complete and done, okay? It'll post the process right down here, all right? But anyway, that's how you can drag folders over into folders and make your subfolders and all that crap, okay? Pretty much really simple, all right? So there you go. That's using FTP. Now, we will exit out of this. Now, for those of you who like pain and suffering, we can download the Xbox 360 Neighborhood SDK, okay? Download it, install it on your computer, and then you'll have this nice, pretty little green blob up here, all right? Yes, there's a pretty green blob. It's right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to open it up. Double click on it, it'll open eventually. All right, now, first off, this one is gone. It's shipped, so we're done. We're done with that. All right, now we're gonna add it to the neighborhood. We're gonna add an Xbox 360 to the neighborhood. It's really easy. Double click on this. Hit next. Okay, type in the IP address. You could type in JTAG if it's the only one that's on your network, and it will find it. Okay. Me, I gotta put the IP address in 192.168.1.19. Okay. You don't need a password for it or anything like that. It's designed for the Xbox. All right. So we're gonna hit next. Now, I'm not gonna choose it as my default, but you are. So you're gonna hit yes here. I'm gonna leave it no, and I'm gonna hit next. All right. Then we're gonna finish. Now it's gonna pop up over here, as you can see. All right, now we right click on it. We can do all kinds of crazy stuff. We can open, explore, reboot, screen capture, synchronize time, security, set as default Xbox 360, deleting properties. All right, but we just want to open it. So if we just want to open it, just double click on it. All right, now this is where it takes some time for it to load. It does that. Some of them do, some of them don't. It all depends. It's crazy. You gotta wait on the spinning circle of death. It's Microsoft. What do you want? Okay. So anyway, there we are. Retail hard drive emulation, volume HDX, volume system, system extension, active title media game, so on and so forth. All right. Well, we're gonna play with volume HDD1, so we're gonna open that up by double clicking on it. Okay. Now, when we double click on it, of course, again, Windows with its spinning circle of death and them trying to figure out what, where, how, and who, TCP/IP going crazy and all that kind of happy nonsense. So just take its little sweet time. Okay. Come on. This is good because a lot of times there's a lot of stuff that you can do with neighborhood. Okay, you can run a lot of stuff from it and everything. But like I said, it's got its pitfalls too. Okay, but anyways, you can see there's our folders, our files, all that crap. All right, now we want to copy a file over. Okay, that's no big deal. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead. We're going to right click on Explorer. We're going to go to File Explorer, and then what we're going to do is going to conveniently put it right over the Xbox 360 neighborhood as usual. All right, now what we'll do is we'll go to our desktop. Okay, when we go to our desktop, we can grab hold of a file, just like this one right here. Okay, again, plain and simple. Left click, hold it, drag it, drop it, boom. Okay, and it will go ahead and it will copy it. All right, and there it is. Now to delete it, left click, right click, give it a second. Okay, there we go. We're going to delete. It's going to ask us for confirmation. And we hit yes. And then eventually it will go away. There it is. Okay, and you're done. All right. That's using neighborhood. All right, and there's a lot more to neighborhood than that. You can do so much more with it. Suggest you read and explore and have fun with it. All right. That's what this is all about. Now, that's how you can manipulate the operating system. There's a lot more to this than just that. I'm just touching the tip of the iceberg, okay? So, it's all at your disposal. How far you want to take it is all up to you, okay? So, I leave that in your hands. But as you can see, it works very well. You'll be good to go, all right? So, James, listen, thank you for your business, man. I really do appreciate it. I really do, all right? We're going to ship it off, all right? You should have it within a day, all right? So, like I said, I appreciate your business. Thank you very, very much, my friend. All right, guys, listen, thanks for hanging with me. I hope that you all have a great night and everything. I got a load more to do. All right, I really do, and I'm just like, I'm just about at the status quo. Thank God now. Okay, I'm starting to catch up now, really good. So now it's starting to get back to where I'm gonna be able to do them in like 7 to 10 days. Thank God. Okay, but anyway, just to let you know what's going on. But thank you so much, and guys, have a great night. I'm gonna holler at you later, and you all have a good one. Okay, take care, guys. Have a good one.